welcome and thank you, each and every one of you officers in the Fayetteville Police Department. You have no idea how much we, the citizens, the residents of Fayetteville, appreciate what you do every day. And you have been paid one of the largest compliments this week, by the way, when the chief says that you don't need him anymore. It really attests to the leadership in this department, and we thank you for that. I'd like to recognize a couple of our city council members that are here. Councilmember Bill Crisp, Councilmember Bobby Hurst, Councilmember Deviere. Welcome. Also, our district attorney, Billy West, is here. And thank each of you for being here. Along with the police department, our spouses, or your spouses, I guess my spouse is sometimes included, puts up with a lot. They're the ones that actually pay the sacrifice for the jobs that we do. And I'd like to thank Gloria for her sacrifices that she's had over the past 20-something years, putting up with this guy. So you're not here to hear me speak. I would like to introduce the 74th governor of this great state of North Carolina and a friend to our law enforcement, in fact, who has been really recognized recently by the Fraternal Order of Police, by the PBA, and also the Troopers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McCrory.
Thank you all very much. Well, when I heard that Chief Harold Medlock was retiring, I went, what the heck is that all about? He and I are the same age, 59 years old. And I've known him since I was 32 years old. Because when I was a young 32-year-old city councilman, chairman of the Public Safety Committee, I used to ride with the police about once a month. And who would take me out but this young trooper? I actually thought you were 10 or 20 years older than I was at the time. But, and I'll tell you what he did in Charlotte, and then I want to talk about what he's done here in Fayetteville. In Charlotte, at a time when Charlotte's crime rate was averaging 125 murders a year, we're having a terrible crack cocaine and heroin epidemic. The police community was extremely separated from neighborhoods and the community itself. There was no dialogue. It was a dangerous place. And it was at a time when we needed new young leadership in public safety and new ideas. And Harold was one of the young officers that came aboard and embraced the concept of community policing. Police officers actually getting out of their car and building relationships with neighborhood leaders and people who live in the neighborhood to build the trust. And again, this was 1988, 89 time period. He even helped the concept of bicycle patrols. And when I rode with him, he was an individual that had no hesitation to get out of his car and walk the community and build relationships. And it made a difference because during his tenure as a rising star in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, crime started to reduce and the trust between police and the community was being built up. And I saw him firsthand where he'd take me out to drug raids, he'd take me out to community-wide meetings, he'd take me out to tragic scenes of shootings. And he saw it all. He was the ultimate beat cop that rose up through the management ranks, and his peers recognized his talents. And everyone recognized his talents in the city of Charlotte. And then Fayetteville was smart enough to steal this guy and let him lead the police department here. And not only did he help expand and further develop the concept of community policing, he also helped expand the use of technology in Fayetteville and embrace the use of technology. So there is even more transparency between the citizen and the troopers. He also knew that he needed to respond quicker to help the victims of crime and even possibly people who were innocent of crime. And he helped with establishing a crime lab right here, something we had to do also in Charlotte because we couldn't wait a year or two to wait for crime lab results on behalf of the victims or on the people who were accused of crime. He didn't think that was fair. And that was a heck of an initiative to convince his mayor and his city council and people to accept that investment here in Fayetteville. And also, he was one of the first police officers to embrace body cams. and understood that this is good. This is good for a community, and Fayetteville led the way. And I also might add, Fayetteville's led the way in so many areas. He also has led the way in the Veterans Court and the drug courts, and something that everyone else seems to be following the lead of Fayetteville and the rest of North Carolina and the rest of the United States. And Harold and Gloria are, I think, just a beautiful couple. I just found out how they met, too. They met at a place that I used to hang out in 1978, 79, but I won't tell any longer about that story, since you haven't told your dad that yet.
That's right.
It was a beach place with lots of sand, and you danced and shagged to beach music on South Boulevard. And I'll tell you, he found himself a wonderful, wonderful person who has supported him not only in Charlotte, but they made Fayetteville their home, too. So I just want to let you know, as governor of North Carolina, that I know how much Fayetteville's going to miss this guy, because I know how much in just a short period of time he's made a difference in the lives of his fellow police officers and the lives of many citizens. And you look at the diversity in this room and the community leaders in this room and the city council members in this room, I can already tell he had an immediate impact. His personality is extremely calming, it's warm, it's sincere. And that's exactly what we need in public safety officials today. So I know it's tough for y'all to lose him, and it's tough for North Carolina to not have him in public safety, but he does deserve a rest at the ripe old age of 59 years of old. And so on behalf of the state of North Carolina, I'd like to present him with the highest civilian award that we can give to an individual, and that's the Order of the Longleaf Pine. And, Your great mayor and I talked about you an awful lot. When y'all recruited Harold, he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "You have got a winner." And he has proved to be a winner. And I'll tell you what, we all need to do. Let's pretend we have a little glass of iced tea. Hold it up. Hold it up right now. And we're going to repeat after me. Here's to the land of the longleaf pine.
Here's to the land of the longleaf pine,
The summer land where the sun don't shine,
the summer land where the sun don't shine,
where the wheat grows strong,
where the wheat grows strong,
and the strong grow great.
and the strong grow great.
Here's down home to the old North State,
Here's down home to the old North
to
State.
Harold and Gloria Medlock.
Cheers.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Getting some gray hair there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's even more now. So, Governor, thank you so much. And I still have trouble calling him governor because it's always been Mr. Mayor. So I'm still learning governor. Thank you. Mayor, thank you.
Thank you.
And Gloria, I cannot believe that you kept this secret. You must have been ready to explode at lunchtime, weren't you?
I was.
Bless your heart. Folks, sit down, please. You know, this means more to me than you'll ever know, and it's not, Governor, it's not something that I've earned. It's something that these folks have earned, and I'm just the front man. I look around the room, and these folks over the last 3.5 years have absolutely broken their backs to improve our relationship with with our community. I look for friends, and you know what, Billy, you've earned this. Mr. Buxton, you've earned it. Pastor, you've earned it. Pastor, you've earned it. And I just thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your family. And I don't mean just the family of Fayetteville Police Department, but I mean the city of Fayetteville. This is a great place. In my mind, this is the hidden gem in North Carolina, the best kept secret in North Carolina. And it's because of all of you. City Council, Mr. Chris, Kirk, thank you for what you've done to support us over these last years. And I know it's going to continue. It's just been very, very difficult to make this decision, but I know we're in the right place, that these young people are going to take this. I get to call them young people, Governor, because most of them are at least 10 years younger than me, so.
And me, I might.
So I know that they're going to take this and move it to the next level, and just thank you so much. I didn't deserve this, but it's very much appreciated.
You are the best of North Carolina, and you are the best of Fayetteville. Let's give him another round of
Amen.
applause. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Governor.
Appreciate it. Thank
Chief,
you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wait, we're not done.
Oh, Gloria is speaking.
Mr. Governor, on behalf of Chief Medlock and the Fayetteville Police Department, we would like to present you with a Bible with our embossed badge on it.
Thank you very much. It's an honor. Thank you
you, sir.
very much. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. I'll display this proudly in the governor's office, and we all need it. Thank you very much. God bless y'all.